Okay.
Yes, in Gaiolo in Chianti.
And John said your family is pretty much responsible for creating Chianti.
Yeah. It's very responsible. It's my great father that in the middle of the 19th century has invented the formula of Chianti Classico. So it's absolutely our fault.
It's a good fault.
I admit, it's our fault.
So tell me, what varietals do you produce? Is it strictly Chianti?
Yes, we do Chianti Classico. That's very important. Chianti Classico, because Chianti, it's a different area. It's outside Chianti Classico area. I know the normal people, they generalize Chianti Classico. Actually, they are not only different area, but very different quality. I produce, of course, Chianti Classico because we are in the Chianti Classico land, and actually in Gaiolo in Chianti is supposed to be one of the most interesting area, not only in Chianti Classico but in Tuscany. So red wines, yes, but not only, also Super Tuscan or IGT wine, Vinsanto, and not just a Vinsanto. This is the Vinsanto.
What makes a Vinsanto?
And Rosato, very interesting Rosato as well.
Vinsanto, what makes it a Vinsanto?
Special? Was made special a Vinsanto?
Or? No, what varietal are you using for that?
What variety? We use Malvasia Bianca Toscana. It's the name of that Malvasia, because in Italy probably every region has a different kind of Malvasia with different names. So that one is called Malvasia Bianca, white, Toscana. And sometimes we put some Canaiolo too, so the grapes that we use for the entry level, the flagship Chianti Classico. Yeah, and we have a very special method on we hang the grapes on the net. Actually, soccer net.
Interesting.
And the net is hanged to rail, so we can move the net when it's full of grapes. Actually, in the beginning, even you don't see the net because there are many bunches hang. And the fact they are all surrounded by air in a very clean situation, so very different compared to the tradition, the fruit rack. And we can control because we can move these nets and to find a corridor where we can go there and remove. Actually, today's Friday. Today and yesterday, I know because I organized, because coming here, a couple of people, they are there to remove the bunches hidden by the bad mold. Because what we're looking for is the Botrytis cinerea, so this very special mold. And now, believe me, there are these 160 nets, 80 from one side, another 80 from the other side. It's worthwhile to come from New York just to see the grapes, because it is amazing. Only the beauty of this net, the flavors.
So it's a little bit of an aging process. Is it similar to what Amarone, the raisinating? Or?
Yes, of course. Here there are many differences in kind of grapes. Then also we wait this mold heat the berries. We wait very high deshydration, so helped by the botrytis, so by the mold, and we press on January, February. The aging is very different. Here we talk about dessert wine, so go through an oxidation. Amarone, it's also some oxidation too, but we talk about very different wine. Let's say there are some similarity, but Amarone is not a dessert wine, and this it is a super dessert wine.
That's fantastic. And tell me, what kind of production do you all do? How many cases, or is it more? No, your total production, is it more boutique? Is it?
It's let's say we can consider boutique in the way that it's a very little production. Even for us, it looks a lot because we put so many effort at the end, and actually I put so many effort that at the end for me it looks like 10 millions of bottles, but in reality is only 100,000 bottles.
That's small. That's small.
That's small. That's absolutely small. Yes. And it's let's say little estate. In Chianti Classic is considered in the average, because the average is around 22, 25 hectares, and we are 20 hectares of vineyards, plus olive trees, forest, and so it's a small winery.
What's the closest city or town to where you are?
Siena.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, very beautiful. Even if I should tell you that Siena is a very beautiful city, but are the enemies. Because we are Florentine, we fight with them for centuries.
Right.
So they're very close.
Do you have opposing soccer teams?
We can't compete, we are much better.
I love that.
Sorry, people from Siena.
That's great. Yes. And do me a favor.
But beautiful city, I should say. The square in Siena, Piazza del Campo, it's amazing. Actually, when I talk about this square, I always say the goosebumps.
Yes, yes.
It's incredible, beautiful. There is this very famous horse race, Palio, amazing.